Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Luke Netzman. Today I'm joined by the 1313 podcast.
What's up?
And we are actually 30 minutes late to the stream because I messed up my time zones.
Let's go!
Yeah. It's alright though, because we are still here. Better late than never. And yeah, so you guys might be new to some of the viewers on my channel, so go ahead and say a little bit about yourselves.
Hi. I'll go. I'm Jacob. I'm a freshman in college and I like Star Wars. It's like an icebreaker in college class.
I'm Tommy.
Whoa.
I'm a junior in college and I also like Star Wars.
Really?
Whoa, I'm Jackson. I'm a sophomore in college and I also like Star Wars.
This is unbelievable.
The similarities that we share. It's astronomical.
Well, it's really nice to have you guys on the channel. I've been watching y'all's podcasts for a few weeks now, and I've really been enjoying watching them. So yeah, it's really nice to have you guys on the channel.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
We're glad to be here.
Did you enjoy Jackson's live reaction to seeing that Donda was getting released?
That was great. That was great.
Yeah, I've been able to stop listening to it too, because I mean, it's like, I don't know what you listen to, but like, I'm a huge fan of Kanye on the side though. But like, that album has done miracles for me, my guy.
I stopped listening to it right away, in fact.
Shut up.
That album is trash and y'all can't
Argue with the wall.
Argue with the wall. It's bad.
Okay, so I guess real quick, I'm gonna go and say hi to some of the peoples in the chat. We have Max. What's up, Max? We got
Let's
Jonathan.
go.
What is up? J-So Loke. I've never seen you in the chat before, but it's really nice to see you. We have Nick. I haven't seen you in a while. Again, nice to see you back. We have Yeehaw, like always. We got Skywalker Hendrix. If you aren't subbed to Skywalker, go sub to Skywalker. And yeah, Max also says Among Us. So
Among Us.
so yeah, how are you guys doing today? Ready to talk some Star Wars?
Oh,
Yeah,
heck yeah, dude.
absolutely. Always ready to do that.
So what's on the menu today?
I gotta tell you, like,
We could talk about Black Series, Star Wars in general. Doesn't really matter to me. Whatever
Okay.
it's up with you guys. I know we could maybe start off with the live stream that's on Wednesday and what could possibly be revealed there. Maybe some of your predictions.
absolutely. So I definitely feel like my biggest thing is I feel like we are 100% going to get the reveal for Omega, Echo, and Cobb Vanth. Those are kind of like the big three in my opinion because those are in the upcoming release list from Yak Face. So I feel like those are comfortable, like, okay, this is going to happen. Plus Bad Batch just ended and we need the figures.
Yeah. I think that the Nomad Boba Fett, Jeddah Patrol Trooper, and the Mayfeld, I believe, are going to get revealed because I believe on Amazon Australia they were rumored for like a November 1st release. So I wouldn't be surprised if they got revealed at this stream as well.
I really want Echo. Out of all the ones, that's the one I really want.
Oh, 100% Echo. Yeah.
I think I think it's going to be the whole pipeline wave that we saw earlier.
Yeah.
Is going to be what gets shown here, and I think for the HasLab, or I mean for the HasCon stream, they're going to try to save that for stuff like what is it? The Rancor. They're probably going to do a whole stream about, and then they're probably going to talk about like some of the stuff for Attack of the Clones 20th anniversary. You know, and just some stuff that's further down the line for like 2022. I think that a lot of the more immediate reveals are going to be in Wednesday's stream.
Do you think we're going to get any updates from HasLab at all? Or
Yeah, that's the purpose of the stream.
Oh, it is. Nice.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if they're gonna like fully reveal it. I feel like they might want to wait for that for like the Hasbro PulseCon since it's a larger event. But I wouldn't be surprised. They might like announce it officially rather than a post on Star Wars' website. But yeah.
An accidental.
Jonathan asks. He says, Luke Ness, say, are you hopping onto Marvel Legends?
I did see that you put Marvel Legends stuff too, and I was watching some of those.
Not entirely. I just, got a few figures here and there, and I thought I'd throw out a review, maybe a news video, just see how it does on the channel. I don't think I'm, like, on the Marvel Legends train fully yet, but you never know. It might happen.
Bro, and that's, in my opinion, that's totally fine because I've been kind of side-eyeing some of these Marvel Legends figures because it's like, I'm a huge fan of superheroes too on the side, but it's like I would get like Captain America or like Spider-Man or something like that.
I've been
But
eyeing
I
up.
can't like buy a million though. That's my problem because I'm already this.
See,
deep.
I've been looking at that Loki figure for a long time. I really like
yeah.
the new Loki figure.
That's a dangerous path to be going down, though. 'Cause that's how I
Uh-huh.
started in the Black Series. Was I'll just get a couple.
There's-
These ones look nice.
So here's the thing. I don't like all the Marvel characters though. So I couldn't justify getting them all.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, I know I've gotten a few like Iron Mans and Captain Americas here and there, but I don't think I could go for any of the comic book figures as much.
Yeah, I'm not into Marvel the way I'm into Star Wars. Like in Star Wars, I know every single obscure character that they drop for some sort of product.
Yeah.
But with Marvel, there's a ton where I'm like, oh, that's cool looking, but I have no idea who that character is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Marvel Legends does get a lot more figures more frequently than
Oh yeah.
Black Series does.
Mhm.
So I'm kind of glad I don't collect it either way because I'd be sinking a little bit of cash into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know, like Keeping Up with Legends, they do like a Hasbro live stream like every other week, and as a Star Wars fan who hasn't got a stream in 3 months, it's very frustrating.
Mhm.
I know.
But then again, I'd rather have them like save up a ton of stuff for like Wednesday's stream and for HasCon than like get 1 or 2 figures revealed every 2 weeks and be like, oh, I'm gonna be putting aside 45 minutes of my day just to see 2 new figures.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
at the same time, they release those 2 new figures immediately, and then they're immediately in the store.
That's
too.
true.
Mhm.
Like
That's
the
true.
What If wave, I should say, with like Loki and like other stuff as well, was like immediately in store right before the show, and then like after the show too, we saw it at our Target, and it was like, dang, like that's nice.
Mhm. I'm not a fan of the hype behind any of the Hasbro live streams because I remember I was skipping like Trig pre-cal and I was in the hallway and they were talking about like they were gonna reveal a new helmet and they're like, we're finally getting another helmet for one of the good guys. And I was getting really excited. They're like, they're gonna do a Clone Trooper. They have to. I can't think of anything that they wouldn't do. And then they're like, Wedge and Tilly's. And I stopped dead on my tracks and I said out loud, I'm like, you're kidding, right? Like just saying it into the universe. Like, are you serious?
They're
I'm
gonna
so-
repaint anything that they can.
Mhm.
I'm surprised they
Yeah,
haven't done more
mhm.
X-wing pilots.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, they'll make X-wing pilots until they die before they do a clone trooper.
So, dude, that Commander Thorn figure, that custom, that looks pretty good, dude.
I have a one of like the rotisserie blasters. I don't know what the name of it is. That's painted right now. That would have been ready if I had my time zones right.
Ah,
the
you
stream,
see, we were reviewing for Monday's episode the Sideshow 501st.
I saw that
figure.
on your Instagram.
Yeah, and then this is the rotary cannon for like that 12-inch scale right here.
Yeah,
It's a big boy.
Yes.
that's
The
awesome.
Z6 rotary cannon. I like how you called it the rotisserie gun. That's,
It's like a chicken.
Yeah.
Okay. Bosk says, any more ARC troopers? Do you think we're gonna get any more at the stream?
Fives.
Or
Fives is next.
I really hope so. I keep my expectations low, but man, I've been asking for 5s for years
Y'all
now.
are wishing too hard. It ain't gonna happen.
I feel like we would have seen rumors for it already if he was going to be released at the stream. So
I agree. I feel like we might get an ARC Trooper a year, but then my worry is that Fives is an older Clone Wars character. Like he wasn't in the final season, so I feel like they're gonna do Jesse next. Because
well, I mean, neither was Echo though.
Yeah, he
Well,
was.
yeah.
We just saw like the corpse of Echo, basically. It's just like out of the giant like tube.
I think honestly that you see with the Black Series and the Vintage Collection, when one line releases a figure, then the other line releases that same figure later on, downscaled or upscaled. So I think that because we got Jesse and Echo and Fives all in the Vintage Collection, it's inevitable that we'll get Jesse and Fives in the Black Series. We'll get them down the line.
and Hauser and Gray.
Okay.
Yeah.
But objectively, I would love to just see. It would probably end up being an exclusive, but if they
That's
did
fine.
a 3-pack of the ARC Troopers from the Clone Wars in like the Clone Cadets episodes, Hammer,
Oh yeah.
Colt, and Blitz. If
That would
they
be
did
sick.
those 3 ARC troopers, that would be awesome. And it'd be
That
so
would be
easy.
amazing.
It'd be so easy.
All these figures are now just repaints. The fact that Hasbro doesn't do it is just stupid.
Yeah, it's insane. I'd love like an ARC Trooper 3-pack with the 3 cadet arcs. That'd be so cool.
That would be sick as heck, but
It
I guess
is what
we'll
it
never
is.
know.
Kira Boy's watching from Scotland. What's up, man? I love seeing international viewers. It means the world to me. That's awesome.
What time is it there? That's my question.
Is he having problem with time zones like me? Probably.
That's so good. We were just kind of sitting here and we were like, what do we do?
We got 35 people in the chat. That's pretty cool.
Holy crap.
Let's go.
And Spring Sprung is from Wales. So yeah, nice to see you guys.
Nice.
Ooh.
That's sick though. People from Europe.
We're from the United States.
Oh, Max is from Mars. Cool.
Oh, shoot. Bro, how's the weather up there?
That
Probably a
was
little dusty.
the moon.
That wizard came from the moon.
Random question. You may have addressed this already, but do you like the old clone helmet mold or the new one?
Ooh, I could get into
Okay.
this. I could get into this.
I like it as well. Yeah.
It's like
Let me kick it off. All right. listen. So if you're talking like the clone helmet mold, like the animated one from like the animated shows versus the old one, all day long, I am for the old clone helmet molds. I think it's so weird because the idea of the Black Series is to take stuff from animated shows and make it look realistic.
Yeah.
So why is it, I wonder, that the Black Series has adopted this idea for characters from the animated shows? We've seen it with the 332nd, the Camino Security, and then they didn't do it with the Elite Squad Trooper, but then they did do it with the Coruscant Guard Commander that's coming out later this year. And it's just so strange because I've mentioned before on like one of our podcast episodes that like I really have a strong preference for all my figures to look uniform on the shelf together. I like when they all look like they're from the same mold, especially if they're uniform trooper designs.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like off-putting. I don't really mind as much in the case that I put all my figures from animated shows all together. So my animated clones don't go on the same shelf as my Captain Rex and my, my Cody and all my other dudes. But when I do try to put them together, it just looks weird. So yeah, I strongly prefer the old one.
I honestly, in my opinion, I don't care. Because I kind of like the variation between the two in a sense, because it's like I like the animated look of the 332nd, but I like the realistic look of the original Rex. I think both work really well with what it's supposed to be. Sure, I'm totally for that when it's an animated character, kind of keep it in animated-ish style. I wish they would have done that for some of the faces for the Bad Batch, because Hunter's my favorite, but the face on Hunter looks so bad in my opinion. I'm like, you could have just gone with the animated look, and I really wish they would have for that. But other than that, the rest of the Bad Batch really looks fine to me. I mean, Wrecker could have had a better paint apps on the side of his face, but Crosshair and Tech both look really, really good in my opinion.
My only dislike on the newer helmets is the fact that they're like a softer material, so they can get like somewhat moved or like malformed like while they're on the assembly line, and then when they go to paint it, the paint messes up. And then it's like the lines are wrong or like something like cuts off. Well, you see more errors in the paint now with the new helmets rather than with the old ones.
Guys, we just hit 100 subscribers.
Let's go! Live on stream.
No, I literally
Congrats.
said earlier to the guys, I was like, guys, we're going to go on this stream with Lukeness Monster, and I feel like we're going to hit the 100 subs. Because we just have such a good like crossover between our channels here.
I was gonna say like y'all should go sub if you aren't yet. Let's get to 110 by the end of the stream. Let's do it. If you aren't subbed, go subscribe. Link in the description.
110.
We're so excited because we have so much planned for like 100 sub milestone.
Oh, crap, that's right.
We have, and should I say it on stream because like not many people are watching?
Might as well.
You can.
So we have a giveaway planned for 100 subscribers. For everybody that supports us. We have a giveaway planned, and then we also have a special video planned that we're going to start filming now. And then I think we're gonna do like a stream at some point for 100 subscribers too.
I don't remember that part.
But I guess that this could count.
Yeah, this works.
That's
But yeah,
awesome.
we did promise the room tour. If I can move in the right direction. Ta-da! We did promise the room tour plus my personal collection and Tommy's collection that he has at school.
I got a tiny one, but
So we're gonna do all that. We just need to figure out how we're gonna do it now.
Mhm.
But that'll be really cool to do finally.
Yeah, I love your guys' setup, so it'd be so cool to get a room tour.
Yeah.
because it's not just here. We also have like you're getting a little one here. We also got like shelves here.
Oh yeah, we're getting a room tour on stream.
Here.
I know.
Ooh, you get a little teaser. But no, we it's all around us. So
Yeah, we're surrounded by Star Wars.
106, bro.
Let's go.
All right.
Come on, guys, get it to 110. We got this. We need 4 more.
Lucas Monster. Shout out Lucas Monster.
Shout out
We
Lucas
appreciate
Monster.
you.
Shout out to the guy who's spinning more on right now.
But yeah, for sure. I feel like the biggest thing for us too that we've said reoccurringly in the podcast before is that like we're just so excited people watch this, because when we went into this, we were all like, if nobody watches this, we're still gonna do it because we have fun talking about Star Wars. Because it started, we'll just talk on Xbox Live for hours at a time about anything, or I'll sit in this dude's room and talk about Star Wars.
This dude
like,
just
on a Friday
bums
night.
in my apartment.
Hey,
Just
yo,
totally just complains about stuff not showing up in the mail. Like
That's
I've
incredible.
got any
Guys.
Star Wars friends on my campus, so I have to try to get everybody I know into Star Wars.
that's the other thing I will say is like it's really nice to do like we do our Have a Chat episodes.
Yes.
And so like we'll do those with people like you, and that's just another person that we can talk Star Wars with. Like I think Skywalker Hendrix is the biggest example.
Yes.
Like we talk back and forth with him several times a week when like there's a new Star Wars announcement.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
first thing I do is I open my phone and there's a DM from Skywalker Hendrix, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yes, let's go. This thing I'm excited about, I can talk to another human being about.
exactly.
Let's go.
I really like doing that with you, Skywalker Hendrix, and then Out of the Basement, 100%.
Yes.
That's literally so
Yeah.
much fun. Because I mean, before we even started the idea of the podcast, like I have a whole list of like creators too that are like small, like on my phone, just because I was like, let's unite the small creators for Star Wars as well. You know, like let's get everyone in the community talking. Because sure, you have your giants. Like I would say, Out of the Basement's pretty big. You're pretty big. Rex and Around, Cussel Transmissions, Rebel Force Radio. You know,
Mhm.
I feel like those are the big prominent voices in the community. But like, let's also get the small people in it too when you can.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know whenever I first started, it took me probably 6-7 months to get up to 100 subs. So you guys are ahead of the game. That's awesome. I know, but you guys also have such great chemistry. I'm surprised that you guys aren't bigger because you guys are just amazing.
We
Thank you.
appreciate it. Bro.
Well, should we talk about today's train wreck?
yeah, well,
No,
Yeah,
we
let's-
should.
Oh.
So
Okay.
this morning we were gonna record the episode that's gonna go up Monday,
Yeah.
but we just had like
Every error imaginable.
everything just went wrong, and we were like 20 minutes into it. I was having a really bad allergic reaction, so I left the
Oh,
room
no.
and I came back, and these guys were like trying to do my Sideshow review for me while I left, and I just went, guys, we should just like not record right now.
Yeah.
Like,
and we just turn and we go, huh?
But yeah, I definitely agree because it didn't feel fun. Because that's the other thing as well. It's really fun to make these and to like talk and whatever. And that was one of the ones where I felt like it wasn't organic. And it was just kind of like, hey, like now we're talking to a camera and we're trying to like put on an act now. So I didn't really like that. Because when we make content, we want it to be good. Granted, I would argue the few videos that we put out that I wasn't necessarily the happiest with did surprisingly well.
My
Like-
Lego video. Let's
Yeah.
go.
I didn't think the Lego video would do good because we showed off Jacob's Legos.
New pickup, new pickup, new pickup. I got
Oh,
it.
I saw that one in store and I almost got it.
Nice. But yeah, I didn't think the Lego video would do well at all because we talked about Legos and then I was all like, well, what do we talk about for the rest of the episode, you know? But it did so well. And I was like,
It's
I
because
mean, people liked it.
It's because I had all the sets the week after all the
Yeah.
sets came out, so like there wasn't a ton of videos on most of them. So I was just like, I got them all.
can I just give a shout out to the name Anakin Skinwalker in the chat? That is such an awesome name. There he is. He just subbed. That's
And we
so
got
funny.
Infernal Hippo in the chat. I
I-
see you, my guy.
Also-
I got the YouTube up on here.
My man's so depressing. Always comments on the YouTube videos.
Facts.
I always see your
Facts.
comments.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Luke Miss Monster, let's talk about some of the latest reveals or rumor reveals, I guess,
Yes.
from last week. Because I did watch your video where you talked about some of the more recent reveals.
Mhm.
You already did a video about the Dark Trooper, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did watch that one.
So, what do you think's going to come with that? Because it's going to be a deluxe release, probably.
Deluxe.
I think it's going to be the blaster and maybe like an alternate fisted hand, and that's absolutely it.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
Because I watched Out of the Basements figure it out as well as your stuff. But like I totally agree as well with it. But it's like I'm worried that they won't do the fist because I shouldn't say their argument, but their justification with Wrecker was you can pose Wrecker going like this, but his hands are like he's signing like that though.
Yeah.
So that's my issue. Because I like when I was waiting for the figure, I was like, holy crap, I'm so
Did you say his
excited.
hands are like he's signing blood?
Yeah, because he's
Throwing up gang signs.
Finger, and then he's got it like another. Oh, don't be laughing.
Gotta pull up the record. Gotta pull up the record now.
Oh god.
I still can't get my hands on Wrecker.
You haven't?
You can't?
No, I haven't been able to find him.
Oh, here you go.
You for real?
Do you have him pre-ordered?
I do from Pulse, but that'll take years to ship.
So this is what Jackson means by he look like he's throwing up gang signs. It's because it's true.
You
though.
can't
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So like I did the pose where his helmet is like up on his like head partly, and he was talking to Tarkin, and he's like, "Give me more," because I thought that was a cool idea. But
Yeah.
dude, that
You want to know what they should have done? Because this was a deluxe figure, they only made him deluxe because he was big. We
Mhm.
found this on Etsy that somebody resin 3D printed. If I could grab it, not knock over figures. Oh, I dropped it.
You
Jackson.
dropped it.
I dropped it. Oops. I'm messing it up. Somebody 3D printed a Lula thing.
Oh, that's
and
so
then-
cool.
then they printed him. So I feel like they should do things like this for like
Yeah.
for a deluxe figure, just to add
Okay.
in something really easy, real
But
simple.
what if Lula comes with Omega? Because Omega ends up using it most.
It's
I
not
feel
going
like-
to because they're lazy.
I feel like Omega's gonna come with the droid from the Fives arc. I forgot his name.
Dude,
AZ. Yeah,
AZ Supremacy. I would love an AZ figure.
that'd be so cool.
Was Omega supposed to be a deluxe? Did Yak post that?
I don't think
better
so.
thing. That figure's gonna be so small. It's gonna be the same size as Off-World Jawa. It'll be the same as deluxe Off-World Jawa.
No, I feel like that would be super cool.
Hey, we hit 110. Heyo!
Whoa.
Okay, this is just gonna be like a subathon now. Can we get to 120 by the end of the stream?
You need
Bro,
to chill.
200, 200, 200.
200.
No, Jacob. That's. But I feel like in a perfect world where we could choose what we wanted, I would have the Omega figure with Lula, AZ, and then her bow.
So depressing is saying
What happened?
AZ3 and Gonki. That would be
Whoa.
such
That'd
a
be
good.
cool.
That would be a first Gonk droid in the Black Series, and you know that they would do that as a deluxe figure. Just the Gonk droid is a deluxe figure.
Dude, there's a dude on Mercari right now. He's selling
Oh.
Wrecker and the new Rex from the Bad Batch.
What?
Yeah, but it's like $140.
That's
Oh
not worth
wow.
Not worth it.
it. Okay, but then here's the thing: it's worth it if you have like a bajillion dollars to spend on the free market, because Rex's worth is $100. That's just
Yeah.
unfortunately that's what the market is. If you want a Rex, you gotta pay $100. You gotta pay a band, and you gotta pay a lot more if you want. You gotta pay a whole lot more if you want the Comic-Con one. But my dad was literally so lucky to get the Comic-Con one because we were in school, and then he was all like, "So they just randomly dropped the Comic-Con Rex, and I got it." And I was like,
That's what it was for the Cad Bane figure.
Yeah.
I remember. I probably said this on the podcast already.
"Yeah."
How I was just sitting there like checking every half hour, like on half hour, like being like, did it drop yet? Did it drop yet? Did it drop yet? And I went to lunch and I forgot. And of course, that's when it dropped. And I was at my friend's house because online schooling, might as well have some fun with it. I was like at my friend's house and I saw that I missed it. And I was like, no.
That happened to
Yeah.
my dad. Too. He
I know
missed
that
out.
happened to me with Cad Bane.
Ooh, the deluxe one with the
Yeah.
Kodo.
Yeah.
I spent too much money on that.
Yep. Yes, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Because then they're like, here's a re-release of Cad. Well, as soon as Bad Batch came out, Cad Bane prices went like this. But at the same time, that's stupid because Big Bad and Dorkside are still selling Cad Bane because I bought him off that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's supposed to come later. But bro, what are your thoughts and opinions on this extreme like Black Series delay? So I've had figures pre-ordered through Big Bad and Dorkside and Pulse as well. And everything is getting pushed back. Like Asajj Ventress I have pre-ordered was supposed to come out in July. I have 2 figures that were supposed to come out in August. And then the 501st Clone Trooper through Dorkside is supposed to come out in August as well. And so, like, especially Pulse. Pulse is pushing all their orders back a month. So it's like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Like I know the Walmart, the Coruscant and Rampart both got delayed. There's been a ton of figures getting delayed, and I don't know if that has to do with like the whole price increase and like shipping increases with China. I don't know if that has anything to do with that. But man, it sucks. I know you mentioned Ventress. I got her in probably like around April on
Nice.
sale off GameStop.
Ooh.
I got her for like $15.
Oh man, I think I remember that sale because my justification at the time for not buying a lot of the Clone Wars figures was I only want the Clone Troopers and the Jedi. And like I was thinking about it more and I was like, but Cad Bane was such a cool character when I was a kid. And then I was like, and he's so cool now because of the Bad Batch. I was like, I really need to get him. So I mean I got him and I got Ventress because I had Dooku. And I was like, you need Ventress because Ventress is cool. I'm just not going to buy Aura Singh or I'm going to eat those words in like a year just because I was messing around with her figure and I cannot stand it because of her sniper rifle, because of the freaking strap on it, and it wants to fall off of her every second. So I was like, this just makes me mad.
That is the nice thing though about Orsing is that with her figure, I just kind of keep it on the shelf. I don't really touch it. So like when I posed her one way, that was it. You know.
I still have not been able to find the Aura Sing Wave in stores yet either.
Really?
Dude, it was
Yeah.
impossible. It was such a hassle to get.
Yeah, I agree.
And plus, like, no offense to Walmart employees,
Offense to Walmart employees.
they're clueless. They don't know what they're
100%.
they're so bothered. Like we all work at a sales job.
We used to work at Walmart.
Yeah, we used to work at Walmart, and we were good Walmart
And
employees.
people like even if I'm having a bad day, if somebody's like just being polite and just asking me to do something for them, then I'm gonna go ahead and do it. But like every time I go to Walmart and I'm like, hey, like I literally have the barcodes and the item numbers for you to scan.
Oh
All
yeah.
you have to do is go in your storage room and see if you have the item, and they're just so bothered. I've been
Did
lied
you check
to.
the toy aisle?
Yeah. Oh,
Quick
let's
thing.
go
Did you
down
check-
to the toy aisle.
we should check the toy aisle.
Quick thing, Max,
I-
I hope you did say to sub to 1313. Bless up to you. Thank you. I didn't want
Speaking
that-
of which, I think I forgot to put your guys' link in the description. So could we get some people putting the links in the chats? I completely forgot. I was rushed to get the stream live.
So your followers are about to get like the exclusive scoop because I'm going to explain how things work at Walmart when you get items. Because
Okay.
I texted this paragraph to Crimson Dawn so he could have an idea as well. I don't know if you follow him on Instagram at all. I really like him because Yak is #1, but Crimson Dawn and Kylo Ren are like the #2 for Black Series news and stuff. So essentially, this is how it works because when Jacob and I worked at Walmart, we worked what's called Cap 2 stock. And Cap 2 stock is responsible for unloading the truck for the day that has everything on it, and then putting out all the food, paper and chemicals, and other like random supplies that they want you to do if you finish that. So you are tasked for literally almost the entire day, and this is store dependent as well. So this can actually change. So our job every day was to just put groceries up, put chemicals up, blah, blah, blah. And so when they get toys are everything that's loaded off the truck is sorted on a different pallet. So toys are on their own pallet and they go to their own designation in the back. And so toys are then stocked in the morning before the store opens. I say opens because ours isn't 24/7, but I know some places reopened to be like that. But again, it's store dependent. And so
Jackson dresses up as Vision's bunny girl for 150 subs.
I'm gonna get a Visions Bunny Girl T-shirt.
We're gonna do the whole cosplay. We're doing the whole cosplay.
Let's do it.
Do it for an entire episode. That's what we're gonna do.
Find me a bunny suit, and I'll do it.
I'll
Time to
watch.
get it right now.
I'll
Okay,
make a
so-
few alternate accounts to get us to 150 subs.
So I don't know if you use Brickseeker at all. So what happens then when Brickseeker detects an item in the Walmart? So this is how it works. When
Yeah,
an
so
item
this
coming
is
off-
literally, by the way, sorry to interrupt.
Yep.
This is such insider knowledge.
yes.
Like this took us so much figuring out. And like, so if you're like an avid Black Series collector,
Yes.
please take notes on this because this is literally what got us the last common wave. And
Yes.
literally we were the only ones in our area to get it because of this.
Because we know how to do it. So basically what happens is that when items are loaded off the truck at Walmart, there's a gigantic computer system that I just call Overlord. I'm the only person who does that because it is connected to what is the Walmart cloud. And so the Walmart cloud Overlord computer system detects items that come in through the truck and items that are sold in the store. So that computer system tells Walmart what items are needed at what store. So like if you sell out of macaroni and cheese, it's going to give you tons of boxes of macaroni and cheese. So much that you might have a little bit extra so that you can be ready if people avidly buy it up again. So what happens with Brickseeker is so the item has to come off the Walmart truck and get scanned by the Overlord system. As soon as it's done with that, toys must be registered independently from the manager because I thought that Brickseeker was like tapped into the Overlord system and detecting it as soon as it came off the truck, but that's not the case. As soon as it comes off the truck, I'm pretty sure it's confirmed in store with a manager somehow. And once it's confirmed in store with the manager, Brickseeker's system detects it and says it's in the store. So like what happened with us was that the figures arrived on the truck, but didn't pop up on Brickseek. And so then it took till the next day, not till the next day, pardon, it took till the nighttime of that day because the trucks come in at 1 o'clock usually. Again, that might be a store dependent thing for some locations, especially because Walmart is having worker issues right now because they're short staffed because nobody wants to work there. And frankly, I didn't want to either. So as soon as that item comes off the truck at 1, it needs to be registered later. So when we were checking it, we literally finished shooting the podcast too that day. And so we were just sitting around here just refreshing. And my dad did. And he was like, they just popped up in the system right now. So we drove over to Walmart and the lady that helped us was so polite. And because she was a manager. So she looked in the back for it because as soon as it's registered in store, it isn't on the shelf yet. It's still in the back. And what will happen as well sometimes is that the Walmart app will say it's there, but it won't say what the item is. Like it'll have the Hasbro logo and say like Star Wars Black Series quantity, whatever. But it'll be on the app and you can't even like order it to be like ready in the store half the time. So again, it's all about waiting for the shipment to come in and then the manager to independently scan it in and then Brickseek detects it. And that's when you know it's in the store. But the important thing to remember as well is that the SKU number for all the Black Series is the same exact number consistently on Walmart. So what happened with
that, yeah.
We were going to try to hunt for some other figures one time, and it popped up at a location an hour away, said that like fully in stock. And we drove an hour to get there, and it was just loaded with wheels, Moff Gideons, and and there was nothing in the back. So that can happen if you're at a location that still has those figures on the shelf. If it's like quantity 3 and the number of quantity goes up +6, then they have it. But if you're already screwed and your Walmart only still has that like 2 waves ago practically, then it's going to be a bit harder to know. But that's all that I know about it. So that was kind of like the inside scoop with it.
I like
Yeah, that's very, very helpful.
This sounds like a plan to rob a bank.
Hey yo, let me chill with that.
There it is. There it
For legal
is.
reasons, that's a joke.
Yeah, so I know with my experience with looking for the Walmart wave, I've tried Brickseek and either it says there's nothing in stock or it'll say like +6 and it'll just be like previous waves.
Yeah, so that's the unfortunate part as well, because again, if they still have figures in stock from the previous waves, then you get a little bit screwed over. We're in an okay location. We have 3 different Walmarts where people will buy up the junk figures. we've already been out and about in the community so many times and just randomly met Black Series collectors, like while we were getting our haircut or buying something at like a mall, you
Mhm.
know. So now we have
So
a
now we
better
know
understanding of the
who is the
competition.
competition to eliminate. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like okay, yeah, he's got a bad knee. I could outrun this guy. Like typical section of Walmart.
Thank you to Hybrid Toy Reviews for saying that he just subbed to us. Woo! Thank you.
But yeah, for sure.
What are you guys at now? Let's see.
113.
But yeah,
113, yeah.
113.
13.
13.
13.
Oh my god.
We shut the stream down when we hit 13 subscribers.
won't. No, we
Everything
won't.
then we make the 14.
No, then we get the
Oh,
red
wow.
4K cinema camera to do all of our videos with.
Where can I sub though? You can sub on our YouTube. We also have Apple Music and Spotify and Google Podcasts and other platforms as well.
For just audio listening.
Yes.
I did add the link in the description if you guys do want to sub.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. And maybe one day Spotify will be so cool with us that we can put our videos on Spotify, because that is a feature for some podcasts.
Yes, that would be sick.
Mhm.
That'd be pretty swag.
One day we gonna get it. One day.
That
No,
would be.
well, I already know. It's so unfortunate because we had that whole debacle too, fighting Walmart for this new wave. That I know I'm going to hunt like crazy for this Rex and this Coruscant guard and everything else, because I have the Oh my gosh, what was I thinking?
I don't know.
I have all the pre-orders. Sorry, I have it all pre-ordered except Rampart, because I'm like, I'll just find that fella in the store. He's gonna sit on a shelf. No one's gonna buy him. So I have everything pre-ordered already, but it's just a matter of Walmart canceling pre-orders, because now we're seeing that with the vintage collection Clone Wars wave, which I feel really bad about. And Jacob can speak on that.
Well, what? Oh,
The vintage Clone Wars.
Oh yeah, I pre-ordered those Jones in like January, and I still don't have it.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Hasbro, for that. I pre-ordered it through Pulse because my girlfriend, her favorite character is Ahsoka. So I was like, oh, it'd be a really cool gift to get her this Ahsoka figure. And we'll go and get it. I don't know. Hasbro could just be like, your order gone. So,
Oh, it was so annoying when they started canceling those Walmart figures for the original Clone Wars wave, because I know we pre-ordered those like 6 months in advance, and they kept getting delayed. And I'm like, oh, if they start canceling these, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Jacob was so lucky to find that.
dude, I walked into the Walmart that we used to work at, and I was like, I know they're not gonna have them, but I might as well check. I turned the corner and like literally like 50 yards away down the Walmart, I just see the box, and I just see the boxes. I was like, I grabbed every single one, held on to them, and called everybody I knew. I'm like, do you need one? Do you need one? Right now, we got it.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to get my pre-orders. I never found it in stores though.
What's up? That's the other thing. The new wave never hit the other Walmart. Not going to say the Walmart, but you know which one that I mean. The one near your house, Tom. It never went there, or it must have been stolen, because I checked Brickseek weeks after we secured
We have a Walmart that we refer to as Ghetto Mart, just because most of the products there are not sold. They just leave the store.
Well, it's not even.
Oh wow.
We call it Ghetto Mart. Like the entire
the whole city
community
The whole
calls
area
it Ghetto
calls it
Mart.
Ghetto
Yeah.
Mart.
Yeah, and the state pays the Walmart to stay open because they need it in that location, because there's no other supermarkets within the vicinity, so they need it to be there,
Yeah.
and they don't make barely any profits, so the state pays them to
I
stay
mean, they
open.
do give a lot of free product.
Yeah. So Max said I didn't add the link. If you refresh your page, it should show up.
It's there. I checked.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if it actually has like the little blue text where you click on it, but if you copy and paste the link, it should work.
It had the blue text. It's all the way at the bottom of the description.
Mm-hmm.
It's buried.
Yeah.
I'll go digging for it.
Go digging.
So, is there anything else you guys think that might get revealed at this Wednesday live stream?
If I'm going to be a little pessimistic, I feel like no, because I feel like they'll do the ones that we were just talking about earlier in the stream, but they're going to save anything else that's big for HasCon.
I think I agree with Jackson, because this stream, I have a feeling about this stream that it's going to be like the one that happened early this year, where literally the only reveals were pipeline figures for the Black Series, and then there was a bunch of vintage collection stuff. But even for this one, I think they're just going to show images for the next wave that already was in the pipeline, and I think that they're going to save everything else for the end of October.
Ooh, I hope we get to pre-order more pictures.
I'm
No.
done. I'll see you later. Have a good night.
I really hope that doesn't happen. In the meantime, it's really warm in here. Do you guys want some water?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Dude,
It's stupid
my
warm in here
shorts
right
have
now.
been sticking to this chair I've
I
been
know that
sitting
chair's
on.
the worst because I sat down to have a chat.
Man stole my seat. Man stole my
Hey,
seat.
shout
Don't
out
do
the this should say filler right here.
Shut
Oh,
up.
okay.
I had that shirt on that I got on vacation.
That's a nice shirt, yeah.
It's at Hot Topic. If you have a Hot Topic in your area, run, 'cause it's a good shirt.
I know most of my like stores in the malls have closed down because all of the like big chain stores like JCPenney and Macy's have all closed down near me. So they're like our malls are just like going out. There's no stores left in them at all except for like maybe a coffee shop or the little pretzel shops.
That really sucks.
That does. We're fortunate to still have a bunch of like bigger stores in our mall that are like good name brands. Because I mean, like there's we have a movie theater and GameStop is right next to it. But then like literally like a mile away is another GameStop in our mall. But then we also have FYE, which FYE is getting good Black Series for once. And GameStop, shouts out to them too. They're finally getting stuff. But we have a Books A Million. And actually, I forgot to say, when Jacob and I went to Books A Million, they had like
Black Series figures.
Yeah, they're getting Black Series figures now. They had when we went, it was all the figures that were there when we went on vacation.
Yeah, dude.
Which I was like, turn me up.
I know I got Bo-Katan at a Books A Million.
That's actually sick though.
We have a small Books A Million though. When we went on vacation over the summer, there was this huge Books A Million at this one mall out near Sandusky, Ohio. And it was like the biggest Books A Million I've ever seen. I didn't even know that store could be that big.
I know. It was amazing because
I didn't know Ohio had Books A Millions. I didn't know Ohio had anything at all, but I was gonna offend everybody who lives in Ohio, but
yeah, we went. I mean, like I got the armor there. I was so happy because I was eyeing the armor on Old Republic Collectibles for a while because it was used though. But then when I saw it in store, like right there, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get it. And it was still I mean, it's like, granted, if you buy a figure at FYE, it can be about 25 to 30. But in my opinion, basically, if you're gonna pay for that, you're basically paying for it if it comes out on Big Bad or Dork side.
He's just justifying it. He's just justifying the money. That's
Hey, yo,
why they mark it up.
Chill with it.
That's why they mark it up. Somebody go and buy it,
bro. Because I'm not.
It was you.
Turn it up.
I don't think I've ever been to an FYE. I've heard of it. I've just never been there.
Never been to one?
It's basically a non-emo GameStop. What did you
get the big one?
You're not. You gotta. This fella brought a pitcher of water for context.
Well, is that
a picture?
No, you're gonna spill. No, Tom, you're gonna spill them.
Please don't.
So for context, I couldn't find the picture, but I did have a really big measuring cup. So I'm
Oh my gosh!
drinking out of the measuring cup. For refills, Tom.
You need to be so careful using glasses on this table.
That's like the widest picture I've ever seen.
It's not. It's a measuring cup. It's a really big measuring cup. It's a 2-liter measuring cup.
Are you baking like 100-pound cakes, just like like wedding cakes, or?
Also, in the meantime, Star Wars Cup review. This is a Christmas Yoda.
Christmas hot scene.
Dashing through the snow.
Mine doesn't have anything.
Oh no!
That's one of my dad's.
Get on my seat.
This is my seat now. If I fits, I sits.
We're not going to do this while you guys have waters. Please.
You're gonna bring the chair, and then the hydraulic thing is gonna bust into me.
Please, please.
I don't even know what to say.
Welcome to the 1313 plus Luke this monster.
So Jonathan Anderson says that FYE is the best secret store for Black Series. I would argue
I like it.
that you are correct.
Yes.
Because that's the thing.
Ain't nobody shop there.
Nobody does. I picked up a elite squad trooper there because we decided like why not get another so when we get Imperial Crosshair and Rampart we can pose them all together because that would be cool. Granted, I've been thinking about buying another one, but I'm not trying to spend money or I might justify purchase. But at any rate, they do get the new stuff. I remember going there and they had Hunter and Crosshair. They've had the Empire Strikes Back wave. They had a bunch of the new stuff as well, but it's like nobody talks about it. And I'm not really sure if what is it? What was I thinking? If on their website they get this stuff when it comes out. That's what I'm curious about because they don't have some of the stuff they won't have online, but I haven't really looked, so I can't say.
I just checked Google Maps and it says that I have a FYE in that mall that has absolutely nothing else in it. So we'll see. I'll check it out tomorrow probably. See if I can find any.
Better yet, what's your zip code?
75813. I have no clue. I just random numbers.
I was like, oh, he dropping the zip. Okay, I guess we're hanging out.
Okay, I was gonna say though, real quick. I'm looking at the chat through what we have on our phone, and Jonathan Anderson also said he had the entire Rebels wave. Bless up to you for that because I am finally getting my money in from the army to do some stuff. And so I was like, as soon as I get my stipends from the army, I'm gonna buy the rest of the Rebels wave because I have Kanan and Sabine right now. So I need Ezra, Chopper, and Hera. I just bought Hera this morning, and I'm sitting on a Chopper that's on eBay. And I need to get an Ezra as well. I was gonna get them on Big Bad because they were available for a while, but I was like, no, Hera and Chopper were on Bad Batch. Like they're gonna go away because everybody remembers them now. And sure enough, I go on Big Bad, and Chopper and Ezra are the only ones not there. Ezra is still for resale online in the Galaxy packaging. Obviously not in the red box, but I'm not trying to buy the red box one.
Right.
But then Chopper's still like 30. And I was like, crap. Because he wasn't like, that's the thing too. He isn't a deluxe figure, even though he comes with accessories and he's big and he's a droid.
All right, let me be honest with you. The deluxe figure debacle is so annoying because the last deluxe release that I felt could actually be justified as a deluxe release was the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett because he came with so much extra stuff.
Yeah,
like it was ridiculous. So
and Mando with Prim.
Mando with Grogu and the hover pram and all that. That's also a deluxe release because it makes sense. You're getting technically two characters and then
Beskar ingots and a bunch of other side.
But when they I guess I get Zeb because Zeb is easily the biggest figure I have in my collection. He's bigger than Wrecker. He's bigger than Paz Vizsla. He's bigger than everybody else. And Paz Vizsla is another one because he's extremely big. Wrecker, I feel like he's pushing it, but whatever. But
because he didn't come with Lula.
Now they're talking Cobb Vanth is going to be a deluxe release. I'm like, well, he better be coming with all kinds of stuff.
I'm sure he will. I just don't know if they're going to include as much as they did with Boba, though.
No.
See, here's my fear. I saw someone say it in the chat saying, do you think Cobb Vanth is going to come... Not Cobb Vanth, pardon. Nomad Boba Fett is going to come with the armor, and I don't think he will. Because I feel like it's going to be...
Will. I think he will. You want to hear why?
I don't think he will.
I think that they'll call him a deluxe release, and they'll literally take the mold from the deluxe release Boba Fett from Return of the Jedi.
Oh.
I think they'll probably cut some slits into it so you could just slip it on him, over the top.
But then it would look bad.
No, but they'll have the cloak, and then they'll literally just make a different piece for it, and you can just switch.
It would be fine if they had the armor underneath the cloak, and then that way you could take the cloak off, and it would kind of be like a 2-in-1. Yeah. But they're not going to do that because they're like, why would we do that when we can make two separate figures and make more money?
Okay, but then isn't Boba going to be a different mold though? Because it's like we said, you're not what you look like right now. You're not going to look like when you're 40 or 50.
I mean, he's going to have Wrecker head Boba. And what if they just do the Wrecker head? How would you feel about that?
Well, I would be upset. They need to add the detail in the face. I'm
upset.
50,000 on my head.
This is respect.
So.
Oh, you mean just reusing Wrecker's head?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or
bro, but then I brought up the idea during the train wreck of a starting podcast today that what if Omega is the Tamira Morrison head? I would Tamira Morrison head on her.
I would actually really like that. That would just be a really funny figure for no reason. Obviously, it would be awful for the character, but it'd just be really funny. It looks so stupid.
I'm here for it though.
That would be funny. But yeah, Boba's definitely going to be a slightly different mold because he's going to be a little bit larger. And I don't mean that in a negative way because what he looks like now, I do not care. He
Dude,
still
the
looks
man
amazing.
could still body any of
Facts.
these people that call him Boba Fett. Anyone who
Facts.
calls him Boba Fett, the man could kill you if he wanted to.
Oh, 100%.
Polynesian spa.
The Polynesian spa.
Polynesian spa. Come on, Nunes. Try something new.
I think that is like one of my favorite videos of all time. He's just like rubbing himself, rubbing the water.
Come on, New Zealand. Try something new.
Just-
Okay, I got to interject with this. But you guys cannot say that you are fans of Boba Fett or of Tamir Morrison.
Don't play his music on the
I'm not going to
stream.
show it. I'm just going to show the album. If you have not listened to Tem by Tamir Morrison, it's just covers of songs. And it's Tamir Morrison.
Dude, what you mean? Play it on stream. Play it on stream.
I'm not going to play it on stream, but this fella acting like he a Drake fan, acting like Certified Lover Boy was better than Donda. Shut up. Because Tamir Morrison singing is actually angelic. It's so nice.
Bro, he's in
I'll
Moana.
have to check it out.
He's in Moana. He's the chief in Moana.
So let's like.
Wait, is
be
he
honest.
actually? I didn't know that.
He is. And he's Aquaman's dad. The Aquaman.
I knew that. I knew that.
Okay.
So, Lucanus, when we streamed with you, or for our Have a Chat episode with you, we talked about like what we would like ideas we had for the Black Series. So, one of the ideas that we brought up was like having like if Hasbro did like monthly, they did like 2 clones like every month, that they release kind of like Marvel Legends does like mini waves every couple weeks. So if they were to do that, because I just keep looking at your Thorn figure and being like, oh, that's so cool. So if they were to do that, what would be the first 2 clone figures that you would want to see in the Black Series?
We'll get some ice for this.
Obviously, I'm going to say 5s, but I feel like that's too generic. So if I can't say 5s, I would say either a Phase 2 hard case or a Phase 1 waxer.
Ooh, those are good
See,
picks.
I really, really like Waxer because that's the helmet that I made too. And you can see it in our early Instagram post as well. But like, I really, really like that.
My 2 would have to be Commander Doom because he's literally, I like that Scorch comment.
Yep.
Mine would have to be Commander Doom, or it would have to be, and I guess I would say Captain Keeley.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I feel like if I had to do it as well, I'm not going to do repeats. I'm going to do other stuff. Definitely Hauser right now.
Oh,
Hauser
yeah.
would be an amazing figure to have, 100%. And then I also want, let's get Clone Commander Neo.
Neo.
Oh, yeah. He needs to be released before 2025. There's no question. Needs to be released sooner, but
I love how he gave that nice time cushion.
well, I mean, it has to be out way before that because that's the 40th or 20th anniversary of
Right.
Revenge of the Sith. So
Yeah.
same with Bakara too.
Nice. But then, yeah, that's my fear is that for these anniversary waves, I'm afraid it's going to end up like Attack of the Clones where it was only a couple figures and like nothing new really.
I just hear the slushing of the water pitcher.
Dude, water went everywhere when they did that.
Water, get colder.
Don't finish that.
Finish that.
Don't finish that.
You want to see ARC Trooper Boyle? Oh, I forgot. Whatever happened to Boyle? My man
We don't-
just like Axer died, and my man just had
Bro,
postpartum
fella
depression
turned to
and
steam.
fell off the face of the earth.
we don't ever see him as an ARC trooper, so I'd say no because it's kind of like a concept thing. I'd love to see a Phase 2 Boyle, but I don't know about an ARC trooper version.
A question answered in Bad Batch, maybe.
I would like to see a 4-pack of the 6-inch Black Series scale for Delta Squad.
Oh, 100%, no
Just
question.
saying, if they could do that, I would honestly. I don't know what I would do.
Mhm.
I would just. It would be such a cool thing.
I
And
agree.
it would be a very easy thing for Hasbro to do because there's some stuff that we really want, but at the same time, like there's a lot of original molding that goes into it, and there's a lot of like, oh, it's like a one-time use thing. So Hasbro being the way they are right now, they're not going to.
Sorry, I had a
There you go.
big pop up for eBay.
They're not always gonna take it, it's not something they'd run with. But I feel like a Delta Squad 4-pack would be good because it's the same figure 4 times, just change the backpack.
hmm
And I
Yeah.
mean, I guess even in the Bad Batch, Scorch technically has the regular backpack that all clone commandos have.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the thing that like they based it off Scorch, but they didn't confirm it actually was Scorch?
That would be
Like-
so weird if it wasn't Scorch.
I feel like it is though.
I feel like it has to be.
It
Yeah.
is. I feel like, and I feel comfortable saying that as well, because sure, there's some things that you can just be like, okay, that's that. And I would definitely say that is Scorch, because there's no way in the world that it could be a clone commander with similar paint. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I feel like at the same time, they could just be lazy and not be telling us that it technically is. But I feel it's comfortable to say that it is.
Sev is alive, confirmed in
I hope so.
Wars the Clone Wars,
Who's Sev?
season 3, in the episode where after Savage Opress goes on his rampage on Coruscant. He is alive.
Wait,
Who's
how,
Sev?
wait. What did I miss? What?
Someone put in the chat, still don't know what happened to Sev.
Yeah, like how is he alive though?
So
I guess.
after the Republic Commando game, so the Republic Commando game happens during Attack of the Clones.
Okay.
I
played it.
And so afterwards, in the Clone Wars, there's a scene right at the beginning of one of the episodes, I think it's of season 3, where they introduce
Yeah.
Savage Opress. It's raining on Coruscant, and the Delta Squad is bringing the bodies of the 2
Oh,
Jedi
yeah.
Savage killed off of the shuttle and brings them
Yeah.
to like Obi-Wan and Saesee Tiin and a couple other Jedi. And Sev is there.
But
You're right.
doesn't that take place before the end of the game? Because the end of the game finishes on Kashyyyk, which is towards the end of the Clone Wars, isn't it? Towards Revenge of the Sith. Because I know they fight, or they have something with like trying to catch Grievous on the planet.
I'm not
Or-
sure. come to
I
think
thought,
of
at
it.
least when I
All the way
played through it, I
through.
thought so. But...
But then that's the other thing as well. It's like, sure, the game isn't. Okay, never mind. The game isn't canon, but I mean, like, they definitely took elements from the game and tried to put them, I guess, into canon later, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like what happened with Tartakovsky Clone Wars. Granted, that follows the Clone Wars that we have now follows Tartakovsky a whole lot more.
I really would have loved to see at the end of the Bad Batch episode with Scorch in it, whenever the gunships land around Hunter there at the very end, if it like the gunship open and it's just Delta Squad chilling there, just in the gunship, and then the credits start, like that'd be so cool. I would have died of excitement.
Bad Batch.
Yep.
And everybody that watches it that isn't a true Star Wars fan is like, well, that was a bad show.
But yeah,
What's
Okay,
up, Henry? Nice to see you in the chat.
let's go.
Henry! Woohoo!
He lives down the street from me.
Oh, that's sick.
What's up, neighbor Henry?
Henry, come down the street and say hi to us.
Anywhere
What
else.
are the odds? What are the odds? What are the odds?
Watch it just be another Henry.
It's just like you just hear like down the street just.
Ooh, we have Out of the Basement in the chat too.
Let's go.
My man is rock climbing in the wilderness.
That is so much cooler than streaming.
This man's really
Hey, bro,
doing the
you better be-
absolute most.
Bro, you better take a video of it and just like drop the link to it or something. That'd be so funny.
Just live stream the rock climbing. Yep.
Rock. Yeah, we'll just end our stream and go watch you.
Hey guys, it's Justin.
Hey guys, I'm on the side of a mountain right now. I can't be interrupted and I'm clinging for my life.
He opens up the stream. Sup, guys?
That would be so funny.
Oh, Jonathan says Bad Batch versus Delta Squad in season 2.
Delta Squad mops the floor with the Bad Batch every single
100%. Okay, so I've had this theory in my head, no way confirmed at all, but what would you think about like a boss being like kind of one of those rogue clones that goes away from the Imperials, like in his hunt to see if Sev is alive or not? Because because obviously he tries to disobey orders at the end of the game there to try to save Sev. So I mean, do you think that they could do, even if it's just like one episode of Bad Batch where the Bad Batch runs into a boss or something like that?
That's just such a weird thing for me in general, like on a broader scope. I would like to see it, let me say that, but it's like I'm still kind of confused on why there are some clones that their chips work longer and some have a stronger effect. And then there are other clones who the chip doesn't affect them anymore at all. And it's just, I want to kind of get that explained a little more because I'm kind of like all over the place on that.
So I think that the whole idea of like the Order 66 inhibitor chip is just like really, really weird. I think it like doesn't really work up until Order 66. And then right after Order 66, it doesn't work either because like like it only has to do with hunting the Jedi. So like it's not every single order. Like if it doesn't have to do with Jedi, they don't really follow the orders anymore.
Right.
Kind of with Hauser.
I definitely feel like as well that they made the chip and they're like, okay, this is supposed to make them turn on their Jedi, but it's not like they couldn't test it. You know what I mean? Because I think that's the big thing too. So you make it a bajillion times for however many clones are in the Grand Army of the Republic at like the end of the Clone War and whatever. So I feel like it would make sense for there to be defects or like have batches go completely wrong, like where the chip just didn't work, or maybe it were super stronger than others. So I feel like it would variation by the batch of clone troopers that were created, because the only way that they technically tested it was with TUP because it malfunctioned and activated. So they're like, well, it works, but not in the way that we wanted it to right now.
Yeah. So that just makes me think about something even like bigger, just in a whole like broad of Star Wars. What would you guys think of a Star Wars what if?
That would be
Yes, please.
sick.
Star
I
Wars
saw
what
you
if.
post about that, and I really like that idea. I feel like Disney's counter to that though would be like, well, then you have what was I going to say? Then you have Visions, because Visions is technically like a what if, or like what if Star Wars was like this, or if it was in Japan and it did this and that, you know, which I'm perfectly for. I'm so excited for Visions, like no cap. But I feel like a what if would be good. That would be a really cool idea, because I feel like maybe Lucasfilm might like it from Disney, because if I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like the first, it was like the 1 or 2, whatever. I didn't like the Captain Carter, because it was like, it was cool, but it was like, okay, you're literally just showing me the Captain America movie sped up, but with a different person. But
I really liked that episode.
Okay. I really liked what was it? I liked the most recent one that just came out.
I haven't seen any of it.
I like
Oh,
the
no.
one where the initiative doesn't even happen. That was really cool, because it was like, well, yeah, what if that doesn't work? Or what was the newest one?
It was the Doctor Strange one.
Yeah.
Yes, really liked the
That
Doctor
one was
Strange.
really sad.
It was
Yeah.
sad. I liked it because that is like a really good like what if, you know.
Mhm.
I did kind of like the T'Challa one a bit. I thought it was silly, so that's
Yeah.
why I liked it.
That one made me really sad.
I
just
liked-
because it's Chadwick Boseman voicing him.
Yeah. I did like Captain Genocide Thanos.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was my favorite part, just seeing like good Thanos.
Exactly. Because I don't know what Marvel universe it's in, but in universe weird number combination, he's like the Punisher or something. And it's like, how does that make sense? But it exists because it's Marvel. You know, but I really like the idea. So that would be cool to see.
Marvel is Thanos. There.
Want to see Cody? Someone said, Sean Hill says, I want to see Cody in the Kenobi series or in Bad Batch Season 2. I feel like both is plausible.
Go ahead.
No, okay, so the one thing that I was concerned about was when Ewan McGregor, did I say it right so I don't sound like an idiot?
Ewan McGregor.
Okay, Ewan McGregor. When he was talking about being on the set of Kenobi, he was like, it was so cool shooting like the original like Star Wars movies that I was in, because you got to see clone troopers, but now I see a lot of stormtroopers. So,
I remember that.
so I'm like, well, crap, what if that means there's no clones? Because, you know, at the same time, though, he couldn't have not seen clones because they're all CGI. So what if they stick to CGI clones? But
Yeah.
I feel like in a way, it's possible that we could see Cody in the Bad Batch, though.
Yeah, I think it's most possible to see him in Bad Batch.
Because he's a beloved clone like Rex. So they brought back Rex, which I feel like was definitely appropriate, and they have Gregor. So maybe we'll see Wolf, but then maybe we'll see Cody, because Cody and Rex were really good pals too. You know, that's the other. You can't just like throw away the entire bond that they had in the Clone Wars together. You know, I feel like there has to be some mention of Cody. A lot of people were disappointed that it wasn't in season 1. because a lot of fans, I feel like, thought the end of season 1 was going to be a huge battle on Camino, the uprising of the clones, and like in the Force Unleashed Legends material, Cody was going to be on Camino training new recruits and stuff. But that didn't happen, so people got upset. But that's because they fantasized that, and that was never confirmed to begin with.
Go ahead.
I say I really hope that Cody is Imperial. Like, I love Cody's character, but I'd love to see like the dynamic between Rex being good and Cody being bad.
It's so conflicting for me because I would love to see that Cody Rex dynamic in the Bad Batch, but I would also like to see the Cody Obi-Wan dynamic in the Kenobi show. So I guess they could do both because there's enough time between the two shows. And that's the other thing. Literally in Rebels, Rex wakes up from a dream at one point and goes, Cody.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, what does that mean? We have never gotten any explanation for that ever. So I want to know what's going on with that. Like, yeah, it could just be a flashback from the war.
But they always connect the smallest details later.
Yeah.
You know
So
what I mean?
I mean, there is a 10-year gap between the Bad Batch and the Kenobi show. So I feel like you could have it in the Kenobi show, or I mean, in the Bad Batch, where like Rex starts an initiative to kind of get clone officers from the Republic out of the Empire, because obviously he does it with Wolf. We don't know how yet, but he does it with Wolf.
I'd like to see
And so I think that you could have. I just think that the thing that is going to happen that's going to break my heart is Obi-Wan is going to be attacked by a group of purge troopers, and he slaughters them. And the last one is Cody.
That'd be sick.
And Cody is ready like tooth and nail to kill Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan just won't want to kill him.
Hear me out.
Those troopers, that would be sick.
I would say, so hear me out. Like Cody, it's in his standard like Cody armor, but it's all like blacked out with the purple details, like the Purge Trooper. Wait, is it purple? Or I forgot what color the Purge Trooper is. But imagine it's like the standard Cody armor, but like blacked out in the Purge Trooper colors. That'd be so cool.
Would be sick.
That would be sick.
And then that is a Black Series figure.
Oh,
And that will be a
Expensive.
country fair gas station exclusive. And you have to buy random bags of chips to get each joint of the figure. So get 13 different bags of chips that just so happen to have a joint for your Black Series Purge Trooper Commander Cody.
it's a 1 in 10 chance.
You can
then mail it into Hasbro.
Then you mail the parts in and they put the figure together. But when they ship it to you, there's no bubble wrap. So your figure breaks in the mail.
The card is bent.
They charge you for the shipping.
They charge you unless you have Pulse Premium, in which they give you 9% off.
Jeez. Yeah, honestly, I feel like that's what it's coming to nowadays, though.
I love our post slander. It's like my favorite part of every
Yeah,
episode.
like how Rex and
Would you
around
like
has
more water?
Hasbro slander. Would you like more water? No.
I am parched. Yes, I would like some more water.
I'm too busy texting his
Do it.
girls.
Let's do it.
Whoa! Why are you doxing me like that on the stream?
I'm sorry, because you're doing it.
So, I
What
guess-
do you want me to
Hey,
do?
yo, shouts out to Tommy's girlfriend for watching.
That's not my girlfriend. Now you double doxing me on the stream.
Hey, yo. Sorry, boss.
Single-handedly ruining his relationship on the stream.
What's going on? I'm about to leave.
Hey,
We're
bro.
just chilling. It's your turn today, that's why.
It's your turn.
We have a joke with our friend group that when we bully someone so much, we call it their turn.
Everybody.
So right now it's Tommy's turn to get bullied. So like you center all of the bullying energy onto one person to make them so upset.
But we're like crop farmers because we have that rotation. Because
Oh, yeah.
the soil gets the lack of nutrients and it's no longer funny. So that way you gotta rotate to the next person.
Yeah.
I'm just done with the Tommy slander. If anybody's
That's
got more
fine.
Tommy slander,
Tommy
put it
slander
in the chat.
I don't know. I think we should hear some Tommy slander in the chat.
It's my turn.
Roast Tommy in chat.
So I've had this like question for a little while. I don't know if you guys have any thought on it, but if like a clone trooper came in contact with the Jedi many years after Order 66, do you think that their chip would like re-engage, or
Maybe not.
We don't know because Rex
Yeah.
and Wolf and Gregor all had theirs removed, and when they saw Kanan, we saw Wolf panic in Rebels and go, Jedi, and like
because he thought he was gonna kill him, though,
right.
because he was scared. Because
Yeah.
so then from that, I feel like we can infer that obviously there's Jedi that resent the clones like Kanan.
Thank you, Matthew. Don't text your girl when you're with the boys. Let's keep it going. Get more landing. There's 23 of you in the chat. I can see you. Come on, let's go.
But I definitely feel like that's the case, that Jedi like just kill clones because they're like,
Yeah.
oh, you guys are traitors. You know what I mean? But that would be interesting because I mean that would have been a good idea for the Kix comic maybe, because he's the oldest living clone that we know of who lives past the OT. Because
Kix just kills Rey.
Past Return of the Jedi. He finished Return of the Jedi and that fella gone.
Hey,
no way.
don't say that.
I don't say that, but he's old, dude. There's no way that he can live any longer from that. And like, I hate to say it because I love Rex.
Well, I mean, if the man was spry enough to fight in a war in like the last movie, I think he still got some energy in him.
Mhm.
Maybe we'll see him in the Mandalorian. I doubt it.
No.
Maybe we'll see his grave in the Mandalorian.
Everybody thought we were going to see Rex in the Mandalorian when the IDM, whatever it's called, came out for the screen listing and Tamir Morrison was casted. Everybody's like, Rex! But we're going to see him, I feel like, in the Ahsoka show, maybe.
Yeah, I just don't feel like Rex really fits in Mandalorian super well.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's a thing. And that's the other thing is I don't want the same characters plugged into absolutely every show.
Actually, I just thought of this. It's very possible that we could see Boba Fett in the Mandalorian because of the age gap. Because of Boba Fett. Boba Fett's in there.
Yeah, but Boba Fett's not an accelerated clone, is he?
Right. Never mind.
Yeah, because
My opinion, gone.
Boba Fett.
but then what happens to Omega? Because she could very well live.
She
to
could be in
the-
it.
Yeah. She
Oh,
could
yeah.
live to the sequel trilogy because she's an unaltered clone. But I mean, then there's the big question of, well, then where's Omega when the Rise of Skywalker, or when the or like the
I feel like
Force
that's
Awakens?
I feel like that's why they're not going to make her Force sensitive in season 2.
Maybe
Because then they're going to be like, where was she in Rise of Skywalker? And Dave Filoni's going to be like, not even in my brain yet. Like,
because that's the thing too. I feel like they struggle so hard with sometimes, but they always do it well though. Because
Yeah.
it's like, where was this character, or why wouldn't that have happened, or why didn't that affect the future better? And they're like, well, because this, well, because that, you know. So they do a good job of answering questions.
Commander Bly in the chat says, can't see Rex not being in Ahsoka, in the Ahsoka
Facts.
show.
I
I
could
feel
agree
like
with
it
that.
would be absolutely lovely to see a live action Rex. It would make me happy.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, isn't, from our knowledge, isn't the Ahsoka show supposed to be like her trying to find like Ezra and all that? That's the purpose.
I think so, yeah.
To be in it.
Mm-hmm.
So that would make sense for like
Oh my
her
gosh.
and Sabine to be in it. That
Fella-
would be sick.
Fella just reminded me of live action Thrawn, and I got excited.
Oh, but then again,
They
like-
did name drop him.
I don't want there to be too many of the same characters recurring in too many shows because then
Yeah.
I'm going to get really tired of those characters
Yeah.
because every time they show up, it's a cameo or it's like they're a supporting character. I want them, if they're going to keep showing up and stuff, I also want them to be a main role in their own show or their own movie or something like that.
Yeah. That's kind of my thoughts with like Fennec Shand. I like the character for the one episode that she was in, but like her in Bad Batch and her in season 2 of Mandalorian. I mean, it was cool to get her in it, but like if they keep overusing her, I don't know.
Yeah.
Without actually making her a main character. So I'm hoping they make her a main character in Book of Boba, but we'll see.
I agree. Because they're treading the line a little bit too close now, I feel like. But, you know, it is what it is, though, in the end. But
Oh, Commander Bly made it dark.
hey, yo, chill!
Hey, yo!
Why would he say that?
Why would you say that?
Commander Bly! We know who Commander Bly is. But, like, Commander Bly!
We'll keep
Should I
going.
dox Commander
No.
Bly?
we dox
we're not
Commander
gonna dox
Bly?
Commander Bly. That's why I'm not saying anything. That's why I'm just
Should we
saying
dox-
Commander Bly.
You guys had no problem doxing me.
Hey, yo,
Twice.
because that's different.
We're still
All the
doxing
slander goes to Commander Bly.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fact.
But at any rate, no, I mean, dang. That would be sad. But wasn't it like the huge rumor report that the gentleman who played Aladdin is going to be Ezra? Because I feel like that.
I've heard that.
That's a good casting.
Yeah, for sure.
They
I
play
heard a
someone-
rumor that Scarlett Johansson could play Omega in the Book of Boba Fett. and I don't know how I feel about that.
I think that is
I don't
the
think that's
dumbest
gonna
thing I've
Don't
ever
you
heard.
dare close your eyes.
That
A lot
A
of
new fantastic point of view.
was actually really good.
It was what?
That was a good song. That
Oh,
was
thanks, dude. Well, we all took singing classes in high
Yeah,
school.
we all sung
we
together.
were all in a choral group.
Also, shout out to Aaliyah. She's watching the stream again. She just texted me.
Hi. Anyway.
Hi, Tommy's friend. Tommy's friend.
Hi.
What Tommy's friend?
Oh,
but
no.
No, I think
Just a skeleton.
Hey,
floating.
yo!
It keeps getting darker and darker.
Just murdered.
that would make me very upset.
I mean, it would be a good job, easy job for the actor, though.
Yeah, I mean,
The space whales!
no, he just shows up on the floating carpet.
Eat him for nutrients.
What, the Purgill, that's what they are.
The poor girl said,
The Purgill said, yummy, yummy.
This took an interesting turn.
I agree.
no.
But no.
No, but back to my original point, I think Aladdin and Ezra are very similar characters due to the fact that they are only fending for themselves in the first half of their arc until they realize that, hey, there's more people out here, and then they start to care for others. And they're also both kind of like
It's going to
thieves.
take place on Batu.
Okay.
Batu.
Huh? What?
No.
Batu.
What?
I don't know if you've
Huh?
read the Thrawn books at all, but like our biggest gripe with Batu at Galaxy's Edge is that
There's no Thrawn walking around.
well, there's Thrawn and Anakin are present in Batu, but then Thrawn and Vader are also present in Batu. So it's like they could have Clone Wars and they could have OT.
Well, the thing is, right now, is the fact that they're only keeping it sequel era. But I'm pretty sure I've heard rumors saying that they want to change it up eventually because they realize that they're losing some business by only keeping sequel characters there, and they want
Yeah.
to change. And some people go there and they're like, "I want to see Darth Vader. Where's Darth Vader? I love Darth Vader. Where's Darth Vader? I want to see Darth Vader. I want to see Darth Vader. I want to see Darth Vader."
Okay.
They go to Star Tours.
Okay.
They go to Star Tours. Hot take. Go to Star Tours.
Go to Star Tours. He's in there, maybe sometimes. Yes.
I think I'd rather see Darth Vader over Kylo Ren, unless if it's like Adam Driver, Ben Swallow. But other than that, I think
Yeah,
I'd
just
prefer Darth Vader.
Walking around the park, just
Yeah.
hey kids, want to take a picture with me? I don't
I
have a
just-
shirt on.
I just really like Kylo Ren. Like
Yeah,
his
I
design,
really
just
love him.
everything about him is just likable to me.
He's a cool kid.
Because he's meant to be a wannabe Vader, and he wants to be Vader so bad, but he
showed you.
can't.
The dark side.
Yeah. That's why
So,
he's cool. Yeah,
I want your opinion on this. So for a custom figure, I know that there is the like Maul Night Brother mold that has like the shirtless. What if we painted that and threw on the
Bunny
Kylo
Girl?
Ren
I mean-
legs to make Ben Swallow? I kind of want to do that.
Wait, can I pop the head off?
You
a
said
Darth
you
Maul
painted
figure?
him to be Savage.
No, make a Ben Swallow with it.
That would be a really good idea.
You know
now
what?
that I think about
You want to know what would be even better if we popped Jar Jar Binks' head off and put it on that body and made Darth.
There we
Binks.
go. Ripped Jar Jar.
Hey yo.
That'd be a really
I'm not
good
with it.
figure.
No,
It's
it
Sith
would be
Jar
really
Jar
good
when he
on
takes off his robe. He's just ripped underneath.
That actually, the Night Brother would be a good
Jar Jar
Savage,
Binks.
or I would like to see them just do like a custom Savage. I mean, I'm a
Mhm.
deluxe, not a custom.
Agreed.
That would be really cool. But again, I mean, my worry is that we have so many characters that we want to see in the Clone Wars line, but they're not, I guess I could say, relevant, because the only a lot of the Clone Wars characters they're focusing on are Clone Wars characters we saw in Season 7. Aurra Sing's is an exception to that, because she's just an obscure character they made.
Right.
But I was really concerned that they wouldn't expand the Clone Wars line more, but they are. So I feel like that'll be a line that we get like a figure for, like here and there, though.
Well,
Right.
that's
We get
not
another-
necessarily true, because I don't believe the Camino clone trooper was seen in season 7.
No, that
And-
is true.
And same with the Death Watch Mandalorian and the Mandalorian. Both of those technically were in season 2, but I think the outfits were based off of the season 3 arc.
Well, it was in the last season of Clone
The
Wars.
Mandalorian was actually based off of I think it's season 5 where
Yes.
Obi-Wan is escaping. He's like the leader of like what I see to be like the lieutenant, probably. You know,
Mhm.
But the Mandalorian, I mean, like, both of them I feel like were still in season 7, which is why they did those two plus Ahsoka in the 332nd.
Yeah.
That was
Spider Mall for a Halloween figure. I'm sorry, that is probably the best idea I've heard all day.
Spider Mall
Agreed.
is my absolute favorite design of mall
Yes.
ever.
I would be upset if we got a Spider Mall before what's his name? Season
Literally
7
any
Mall.
Black Series mall.
Yeah, pretty much.
In episode 1.
I have
Can
the
we get-
shirtless one, and it's so cool.
Can we get like electronic leg mall or something?
It walks itself. It has like a little joystick. You can walk it.
Can we just real quick? I just want to talk about one of my favorite lines in the Clone Wars is when it's that episode on Florum where Obi-Wan is and Hondo are like working together to fight
Yeah.
Maul, and Maul tells Hondo that he will pay for his insolence, and Hondo just laughs and is like, "Insolence? We don't even know what that means."
Pirates! We do not know what that means.
Yeah, that was a Watto voice. Yeah, I think Clone Wars is just so well written. Some of the arcs are just hard to watch, but there's so much of the Clone Wars I can just forever rewatch.
My favorite will forever be the droids having an existential crisis on the planet where they find Gregor. That is honestly like it's one of those just good bad arcs in my opinion. You know what I mean by
Yeah.
like a good bad arc? Like there's arcs that most would consider bad that I consider good,
Dead.
and then there's arcs that some people consider really good that I'm like, ooh, it just
Like
isn't all that.
Like the Grey Jesus art. He's
dead.
He's dead. The Grey Jesus is dead.
No, it's like I when I was watching the Clone Wars all the way through, I maybe skipped 2 arcs. I forget the one arc that I skipped, but the other one that I do remember, I skipped the one where Ahsoka's droid was evil because I was like, "Ain't no way I'm watching this arc."
This is Goldie. He's
was like,
trustworthy.
I'm not
and
watching
great,
this.
and-
He's got my face.
He's trustworthy and he's great and he's Goldie. Also, the droid will slit your throat in your sleep.
I was like, "Wow, a droid." I hated that so much.
Bro, I'm stick. Literally, I tried to stand up and
Facts.
the chair stuck to me.
Yes,
and I couldn't get it off.
for no reason.
Get out of my seat. I gotta switch back. Get out of my seat.
this
Tom.
has been a great conversation about Star Wars. But yeah, dude. So I guess kind of where I'm at is where do you think the Black Series is headed now? Because I feel like Hasbro has kind of, done a little bit of recon with like doing more Clone Wars figures, and they've sold in astronomical rates.
Yes.
And they're selling out and like so fast. And then you kind of see like all the repeats for Han, Leia, Luke. Those are still selling. They're just not selling as good as like the Clone Wars figures are. Do you think that this is like a sign that they're going to do more Clone Wars stuff in the future? Or do you think that we're just still going to consistently get repacks and repaints for the OT characters?
So I like the idea of them doing more Clone Wars figures, of course, and I think they will. I think they're going to focus on Mando Season 2, Bad
Right.
Batch, all those Book of Boba Fett in the next like year or two, the most, since they're the most relevant.
Yeah.
I think we'll get maybe one Clone Wars figure thrown in each wave. But yeah, with like whole original trilogy stuff, I feel like the only reason those aren't selling as well is because most of them are just repacks. And if like unless they make a brand new mold for it, a lot of people either already have the original trilogy characters and they don't want to buy a brand new figure, or they just not interested enough to pick up the 15 40th anniversary Landos that are still at my Myers for full price. So
For full price, don't forget. Let me just say, I need, and I know Commander Bly, if he's still in the chat, he'll agree with this. We need to see Embo in the Book of Boba Fett.
oh, 100%.
Embo is one of the coolest bounty hunters to ever exist in Star Wars.
The dude with the shield hat.
Yeah, I saw an article that said a small Clone Wars character will make an appearance in the Book of Boba Fett, and I'm like, it's either Cad Bane or Embo. And I
Cad
wasn't
Bane,
sure
would
which one.
consider to be a small character,
Nice.
or
Yeah.
small, physically small, like Serapis.
Maybe.
Bro, Surface was in it.
Dude, to get the 3 3/4 Serapis Clone Wars figure is $80. Why it's that number, but it's specifically $80.
I know I was trying to get the 3 3/4-inch Defend Camino pack, but it's like $400 for the pack. And if you just want like 5s and Echo separately, it's like $80 for them loose.
I have them.
I've
Like,
been looking for them
$95.
forever, and I cannot get a good deal.
I have my dad got me the Arc Trooper 3 pack that came out last year. I mean, I ripped Oldham Jones out the box. I don't give a darn, dude. And like, I really love those figures. They are so well made. In my opinion, they're better than regular release vintage figures.
Oh,
Because
agreed.
the usability is nice. They can hold guns well without dropping them.
And
You
it
know?
looks super good too.
Yeah, they look really nice.
I know whenever that went up for pre-order, I had to get them. So I got 2. I ended up giving 1 away, but
Nice.
I go ahead.
I was gonna say Heroic Age Comics in the comments right now saying, do you think we're gonna get any Visions figures, or are they just going to skip it entirely?
He'll skip it.
They're probably gonna skip it, but I really hope they don't, because they have the Jackson Rabbit mold and they can make Bunny Girl with it, and we all know how Jackson feels about Bunny Girl.
Hey, yo, chill with it. Chill with it.
I feel like
you tell us, Jackson, how you be feeling about Bunny
We're not
Girl.
gonna talk about it, bro.
150 subs. He's putting the suit on, and I will see to it. But I
Speaking-
think that they would be really, really cool figures, and I feel like they would have like a really high like demand in like a certain like community. But I don't think they're gonna do Black Series. I wouldn't be surprised if SH Figuarts did some, because they are known for
Oh,
their
yeah.
anime figures, so
Mhm.
they might do some. And if they do them, mine, I'm getting them.
I was saying, speaking of subs, we're trying to get the 1313 podcast to 120 subs by the end of the stream, and they're like 4 away.
boy.
Well, we're at
If
one
you guys are
stream
not
away,
subscribed,
bro.
go subscribe. Link in the
I'm
description.
so ecstatic.
That's
like
so
I
crazy.
cannot believe we hit 100 subs.
Me neither.
I cannot believe it.
I didn't think it was gonna happen.
Like that is just
That's so
crazy.
insane.
Like, okay, so we actually if we're talking about that, we post every single Monday at
Yes.
9:00 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
We also every other week we do a series called Have a Chat. Lupus Monster has already been on this series.
Go check out that
That's true.
video.
So
Yes.
we do it. It's bi-weekly now. It's every other Thursday, same time, 9 a.m. EST. Woo! Thanks to Rogue Age Comics. But yeah, we the series is basically we just take another creator in the community, and we invite them onto the podcast, and we talk with them for probably an hour to an hour and a half, and we just talk like. In our case, we talk Black Series for the most part.
We're at 119.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, let's go. We need one more. Who will be the 120th sub?
Whoever's 120, say your name. In the
But
chat.
yeah, we interact a lot with our community. So if
Oh.
ever you comment on YouTube or Instagram, we
Dylan
will
Lee.
always reply to comments, and we
Yes.
always have we always want to know suggestions for topics every single week, because right now there's no new Star Wars shows coming out weekly, so that kind of takes a chunk out of what our normal runtime would be.
Yeah.
So we've been coming up with different topics to talk about. So if you ever have it could be Black Series related, it could be like anything related.
I do Lego. That's my thing, because I collect Black Series, but Lego is my one thing. So if you ever want to see Lego content, that's in there every so often.
We like to do the Black Series, but we also like to branch out to different topics, like Tommy said.
And now Tommy is thinking about quitting the Black Series and going into Sideshow.
Yep.
Speaking
So-
of which, I had to ask you guys before we end the stream,
Yes.
how is the Sideshow, or is it Hot Toys 501st? Because I saw it and I almost bought it.
So I'm gonna give you a teaser for Monday's episode,
I did the posing for this. I'm very proud of it.
because I left it at Jacob and Jackson's house today. This is the deluxe
That's awesome.
501st, and it is. I'm completely blown away. Like when I took this guy out of the box, I expected him to be really stiff. I expected him to be really, just really like cumbersome. Almost is a good word to say, but it feels like a person in a suit of armor, because every piece of armor, I don't know if you can tell, is loose on the body. It's not glued to the body at all. Every
Okay.
single piece of armor is its own piece that functions on its own. So the articulation becomes so much more natural. He comes with all kinds of different accessories.
Here are 2 of the accessories. You get a Phase 1 helmet and also a 332nd helmet, which is
That's awesome.
I know it's
And-
so cool.
And like honestly, like this is the deluxe version, so I think he was like $250, which is a lot of money to spend
Yes.
on something like this.
It's also got a jetpack.
And as a person who predominantly collects the Black Series, getting a Sideshow figure is not going to be something I do very often. But Sideshow is also so accommodating because they do payment plans. Like I pre-ordered the Boba Fett on the Throne that comes out at the end of next year for the Book of Boba Fett from Sideshow. And literally you just do a non-refundable down payment, which was like $39. And then starting in May, because you can pick how many payments you do too. So you could do 2 payments. I did 7 payments. And then so you just do 7 $50 payments each like 6 weeks, I think it is. And it's just so accommodating to people like me, like who are in college. And, you know, I work a lot, but at the same
We're at
time,
120.
Hey, let's go.
we're
125 by the end of the stream.
Just 120.
But yeah, like it's so accommodating for people like me because I don't have a ton of money to be throwing around on Star Wars stuff. So, you know, for them to accommodate like that. And then also like I tweeted when I got the product and Sideshow replied to my tweet. Like,
Oh, that's awesome.
Like Hasbro just wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? Like it's just I feel so like cared about compared to the Black Series. So yes, I did have a night where I literally texted everyone and said, "That's it. I'm done with the Black Series. I'm selling my collection. Who wants it? Like that's it."
Where did you order him through?
I ordered them right on Sideshow's website.
Sideshow is actually the best company to work with because I remember last year I got the Commander Cody figure like Sideshow for my dad for like a Christmas gift, and it was supposed to come out in October, and then it got delayed to November. And I called them and I spoke to an actual person on the phone. I was like, "Hey, I wanted to get this as a Christmas gift for my dad. Do you have any idea when it's going to come?" And then she was like, "Let me check our shipping records." And she was able to tell me when it was supposed to arrive in the warehouse and an estimated date as to when they would be shipping out. And she was right. Like, and also it was because we called them because the payment plan messed up. They took the money in full, and when we were only supposed to be doing like half now, half later. So they were able to refund the half, and they were able to tell me when it was supposed to come, despite the fact that it was being delayed. And then it was on time. So like Sideshow is a fantastic company.
My 501st figure wasn't supposed to show up until November or December, and then I got an email at the end of July saying, "Oh, it arrived in the warehouses early, so it's showing up in a couple weeks."
That's awesome.
It's awesome.
So I guess that I sorry. You go ahead. You go ahead.
That was literally I was saying I might get one now. But I'm
I
just
was gonna say yes. So I believe it's still up for pre-order. So would you suggest that I go ahead and pick one up because I saw that and I was on the verge of getting one?
Dude, you should absolutely get, and if you can get the deluxe, get the deluxe.
That's the one that's the one I would preferred. Yeah.
get it.
It is so awesome, and the posability is crazy, and it's just I'm so blown away. I'm so blown away.
It's true. Because it is just because that's the other thing as well. The figures are made to be movie accurate. Like that's what people will use in the 501 Legion when they want to make a costume of something that doesn't have source material. They'll use a Sideshow figure, and it counts because it's supposed to be so realistic. But they're so well made, like they are. I mean, the Cody that we gave our dad, it still holds up. It's still like absolutely phenomenal, and it's Sideshow has been doing this since the early 2000s, actually, because I didn't even know that. Because I found old like Star Wars like comics when I went to like my comic shop or whatever, and there's ads for Sideshow, but it's like the one for Wolf came out like forever ago, but the detail and quality still holds up today.
Yeah.
Wait, who said that?
It's arriving tomorrow. Where did you get it from? I got one from Dorkside and Pulse. I'm a clown, yes, hunka for getting it through Pulse because we trash on him, but I wanted a safety net. But I also got a 501 trooper from Dorkside.
Can we talk about how cool this figure looks? I might get the Sideshow.
Oh, yeah.
I might get it. Like, I
100%.
honestly might. I don't have the money. My phone's on 1%, and we don't have chargers here. So. But y'all
My
gonna have
phone's
to check
about to die.
Yo,
Y'all-
GameStop.
GameStop.
So what you're
That's-
saying is I should check my GameStop to see if they have them in stock.
So like GameStop is
Dang.
who I have a GameStop like rewards. I'm a rewards program member. I think it's called Power Up or whatever.
Yeah.
They are really good with stuff for the Black Series. I've never been disappointed. They always drop stuff early.
Agreed.
Actually, I got my Wrecker through GameStop,
Yeah,
and I got him super early.
I was so upset. I was like, no.
GameStop is one of the distributors that I think they just get them first.
GameStop does bad with Funko, but that's not GameStop's fault. That's more Funko because Funko has pushed a lot of their stuff back for everybody.
Yeah.
And it gets pushed back a lot. But then again, they pump out so much product all the time that it doesn't matter. But yeah, Black Series GameStop is definitely the way to go.
Yeah, I know where I live, it's like impossible to find any Black Series in stores at all, but GameStop always at least has a few figures, and most of them are relatively new too, so I can always count on GameStop.
So
Not
I don't
sponsored.
I have to bounce right now because I'm going to see Shang-Chi with my relatives at
Oh, shoot, I
9:30.
forgot.
It starts. So
I saw
I'm
about
gonna
that.
bounce. I just
Alrighty.
realized what it was.
All right.
Good to have you on the show.
Good to
Sir,
have
sir,
you.
Lucas Monster, thank you for having me on the stream.
I am shaking.
We got a hand review.
All right, everyone have a good one. Thank you
Alright.
so much for the support. Shout out Lucas Monster, you're a beast,
All right.
and I'm
Thank
going
you,
to
thank you.
enjoy what is a phenomenal Marvel movie from what I've heard.
We're gonna watch it tomorrow. We haven't seen it today.
I have to see it soon. I don't know when though.
Oh, back to
nice.
the middle seat. Y'all just scoot over so now we can both be in frame.
There we go.
That's nice.
This is
We
weird.
could probably hop on. We could probably stay on a little bit longer, just because at the same time
No,
it's
Tom,
like,
just leave it. Just leave it.
yeah.
No, I'm taking this with me.
No, we
You
have to
are?
do it for the show tomorrow.
Oh, you're right.
You're
You're
right.
right. You're right.
No, we don't want to like keep you up.
So can
and
I leave my
everybody else up.
laptop here too?
Yeah,
Then?
you can leave everything.
Bye, buddies.
Do you
Bye-bye.
want to take a hamburger to go? We still have a hamburger and a
Yeah, we
sausage.
still have food for you that we made for you that you said you were going to eat, but then you were late, so you didn't get to eat dinner. We still have that food that we made for you.
Is it downstairs?
Yes.
Okay. Bye.
All right, toodles. All right, sorry about that.
You're perfectly fine.
Do you have sorry? Do you have a phone charger with you at all? Nope. Okay, both of our phones are gonna be dead then.
It is what it is.
I won't be able to actively check the chat anymore. Sorry, guys. Anyway, but no, I'm very excited for new Star Wars products, new Star Wars material. It's so cool. It's
Oh,
going
agreed.
to be Painted Fox.
It is. I actually had an extra Fox, so I just repainted it. You can kind of see the Fox logo still on the shoulder there that didn't get painted
Okay.
super well. I don't know if you guys can see the lighting's
Yeah.
kind of off, but
I was all like, ah ha ha ha, hey Lukeness, you got an extra fox.
yeah, that's what
Ah,
happened to your Fox.
Hook a brother up. But no, I ended up getting one. So I was
Oh,
really
okay.
happy. So that.
What paints do you use for customs?
yes.
I've heard a lot of people comment saying that they're like really, really bad paints and I should never use them again. But I just
Oh,
use
no.
like basic acrylic craft paints that you get at like Hobby Lobby.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess I can see why, because those chip. I mean, like looking at it from right now, it looks good because unlike most customs that look
Bad.
awful, that actually looks good.
Mhm.
Because I see a lot of people do Black Series customs that just look absolutely horrific, and I'm
Mhm.
like,
And
why
the
do
worst
you
part
do
is,
that?
when they sell them on Mercari for like $100+.
I know. I've seen them on eBay. There's like just like a really, really. It's like a waxer custom, but it just looks awful, and it's like $200, and I'm like, what?
Mhm. Yeah, I feel bad for those people. But it's like, I mean, I would get if you're gonna do customs, unless you're like stupid good and it's like Hasbro quality, keep it to yourself, I guess. I don't know.
Hi, Luke Nesson 1313. Would you guys like a Black Series Galactic Marine? It is an easy repaint of the Snow Trooper, and it's a clone. 100%. I know I get this question like literally every week in Ask Luke Ness Monster, but 100% yes. Such an easy repaint.
Exactly, I agree.
There's so many figures like that are just easy repaints that they just don't do, and I'm like dumbfounded by it.
Mhm.
Like every clone trooper is literally a repaint. You could do every clone trooper that has a name, and it would be so easy for them to do. They just don't do it.
Oh, 100%.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask us for tonight? Anything on the noggin?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head. Do you guys have any questions for me at all? Or
Is that the only custom figure that you've done, or have you done more?
I have done a few more. Here, let me open my case here.
Please don't knock over all the figures like last time.
I guarantee I will.
It's just an avalanche. Just
They all shook, but none of them fell over, so that's good.
Ooh, that's good.
I've only done 2 other ones.
Shouts out to our dad for watching the live stream and delivering a charger.
Papa bless.
So I did a boss custom with the Hunter mold, which came out all right.
Okay, I'm not gonna cap. That looks good.
Again, the paint quality is not the best, but like from a distance, it looks pretty good.
How did you do the helmet? That's what I'm at. That's what
I bought a 3D printed helmet off Etsy.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought that was Hunter.
No, it's the body of Hunter is a commando.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know that.
So
And then I also did I used decals for this one, but I did the Phase 1 5s.
You got me so tempted. I've been looking at Phase 1 clone troopers ever since you did that 5s, and I was like, Lucas did it. I need to do it. But like I've had to like hold myself back from it every time and be like, I can't buy it now. I can't do it. But I want to do that someday though, because I do really like 5s.
I would like to get into doing customs. It's just like I don't got the money for it, and I don't. It's like I can paint decently. I just don't think I have like the artistic ability to really do it like to the degree I would hold myself to.
Yeah, I know. Thorn didn't come out how I wanted to, just because I'm not the best artist. Like I was avoiding this, but if you like zoom in on his face, the like lines for the helmet are like really scuffed and not the same size at all.
They don't look that bad.
Looks fine.
But I know I did decal the top of the helmet because there's no way I'd be able to paint that. So
Yeah. I mean, no, that's perfectly acceptable in my opinion. You know,
yeah,
it's a small thing. You're not a clock fixer.
And plus, it's fine because it's a figure that's staying in your collection, and it's something that you've made. It's not like you're going to sell it on Mercari for $150 and expecting me to pay that price for it.
I know. I post the customs on TikTok. I do like different videos and that. And there's so many haters in the TikTok comments. They're like, "Oh my gosh, like those are the worst paints ever." And I'm like, I don't know. It looks good to me. I don't really care.
I've seen really bad ones, and it's like, really, fella. But it is what it is.
I'm excited that we actually hit triple digits this stream. That made me
Yes.
very happy.
I'm so excited about that. We want to thank everybody in the stream who subbed, and especially Lucas for having us as well.
We
Of
really
course,
want-
anytime.
We
It's
gotta
a
do
blast
this
to stream with you guys.
We
I
really have to,
liked it.
because it's like we gel so well together. We're all just so similar in personality, and it's just like we all like Star Wars equally the same.
We just start like a weekly stream, like out of the basement.
We take out of the basement and Rex and around Thunder.
We just become a conglomerate channel.
Just to be like, guys, they're plotting against me now. I don't understand it. That's my Justin impression because his voice is very
That was pretty
low.
good.
Not trying to be rude. Let me clarify that.
Justin, we're not being rude to you.
We love you a lot.
He's not watching. He's rock climbing. Don't worry about it.
He's
Hey,
rock climbing.
you never know. He could watch it later.
That's
He's
facts,
watching it
'cause
while
he
rock
watches all of our
climbing.
stuff and comments on it later. But yeah, that's just silly.
In other news, I found this is really cool. I have to talk about it. We have a friend that works as a Coke distributor, like Coca-Cola, not drugs. But he went to Walgreens to make a delivery, and he sent me a picture of this, and he was like, "Hey, yo, this is in store? Do you need this?" And it was the Echo Pop.
That's
This
sick.
is easily the best pop figure I have ever seen. The detail, the colors, the sculpt, the
It looks
character,
really
it's
good.
flawless. And as much as I wanted to cop this and take it for my own collection, Jackson has all the Bad Batch except for this one. So I ran up and I grabbed it for him. So
I have them all in my dorm room around different areas. Like Hunter's on my microwave, Rector's on my mini fridge, Crosshair's on top of a cabinet that has our food. Echo's in front of our TV, and Tech is near like a little like table near our door with a book. We're not going to say the book.
I don't even know what the book is.
I don't have a ton of pops, but I have picked up a few here and there. You know, I'll go grab a few.
I made 2 pickups for myself this week.
that we were gonna show on the show for this week too.
Might as well just show them off now since we're talking about pop. I'll wait for you to come back with yours. Waiting patiently. So how's everybody in the chat doing? Doing good.
Thank you for sticking around at night. I'm surprised because I'm literally hopping off the stream, driving back to my campus, and then I might watch Attack of the Clones because I don't have school Monday, so I might just sleep in a little.
I haven't picked up a ton of pops, but I know I have the. I should not have picked the shiniest pop ever because that could be accidental face reveal. But, I picked up that. Just like everybody clips it.
The boys zooming in for the Lucas monster face reveal. You can't see it. You're fine.
He's like ran into the other room to hide.
Yeah, I'm just like behind a wall or something. And then I know that one was the 2018 like celebration exclusive that was exclusive to Target, and I really wanted that one, so I picked it up because it's a gold stormtrooper. And then I pick up a few office pops here and there, so I got the stapler Dwight. But
that's nice.
My 2 pops that I picked up this week. I walked into an FYE, and the lady threw this on the shelf. And
that's sick.
I shat my pants. Like I was like, and then immediately after we walked down to Hot Topic, and they had this on the shelf.
Oh, that's even cooler.
I crapped my pants. I was like,
see, the other cool thing as well is that when we were in Hot Topic, Yak had posted that day saying in Ohio that there was Book of Boba pops of Boba Fett popping up.
Oh yeah.
And we walked in because we were like, oh, we're on the East Coast. Maybe we'll see that. And it was in the store. There were so many.
There was like 8 or 9 of them just chilling there.
And I was like, oh, I want to buy it so bad. But it was like, that's the thing too. I don't collect Funko. I will buy Funko Pops of things that I really, really enjoy. Thank you, Alex Martinez, for the sub.
We're at 121. Thank you so much.
21. Sorry.
We gained 21. We gained a lot of subs this stream, and I'm very, very happy. Never thought we would get 100. Like I didn't think we were gonna get 50. I thought we were gonna be chilling at 30 subs our entire career and just be like, hey, we do this because we do this. But I'm so grateful to all of you guys. That is so cool.
I'm telling you, you guys are gonna be big. Trust me. Your guys' chemistry on the channel is just insane, and you have super relevant and amazing topics you talk about. So.
Thank you. See, the difficulty though is that it's like we can do this right now, but we're also planning for the future because as soon as I graduate college, I have to commission as an officer, and so does Jacob, and then Tommy's going in to the police force. That's what he wants to do. So then the question is, how do we continue the podcast? If we still have a very large audience, I feel like we will continue it. But if not, I feel like that's the time that we're going to be like, okay, we're starting like our big jobs of our lives now. Maybe we should stop. But if we have a big following, then we're going to have to figure out how to do it. I'm going to have to join in from Iraqers.
I guess I'll say thank you guys for your service in advance.
Yeah, no problem.
Because with the track I'm on, I have the option to go active duty or reserves, and I'm studying to be an electrical engineer right now. And I'm looking at the pay for the Army versus the pay for electrical engineering, like as like an average for electrical engineering. I might as well just like go into the reserves for the Army because Army pay is like it's like
50,000 a year.
50,000 a year for second lieutenant. For electrical engineer, it's $100,000 a year. So I'm like, what should I do?
I'm gonna do active duty. That's what I need to compete to get that slot though, which I'll figure out by next year that if I get it or not.
Jonathan says, Lucas, do you think you'll reach your goal of 5K in a couple weeks? I doubt it. But
you better.
You better know.
I know we set a goal on the channel to hit like 5K by the 17th of September or something like that because Social Blade predicted that a few months ago. That's when I'd hit 5K. But then, Hasbro decides to reveal no news for 3 months straight. And the subs just dropped. So
you got a bunch of news coming in like the next couple of days. You got 4 days.
I'm ready to capitalize on it.
You'll be able to too, for sure.
Do you actively advertise your podcast in public to people since you're very like because we don't know what you look like? Do you actively advertise it to people, or do you just kind of keep it to yourself and it's only the online community that has found you and watches you?
That's true.
mainly online community. I know when I first started, like my first 100 subs were all people I knew, but I'm sure they've all stopped watching by now. And yeah, mainly it's online stuff. So
Okay.
Because for us, like the funny thing was in every college class, they'd be like, "What's a fun fact about yourself?" And every single time for all of us, we'd be like, "We have a Star Wars podcast."
Found a bunch of clone lieutenants at Walgreens. They've been there for 2 weeks. Hey, bro, you want to hit me with the address to that Walgreens?
Hey, yo,
So I
you
can
trying to hit me with an Addy?
I ain't got a car, but I got a one wheel, and I will get to
pull a
that
6-hour
Walgreens.
road trip. Pull up at Walgreens.
1313 road trip just to go to the Walgreens. We get there, and because he leaked the address, they're all gone.
That's. I mean, as much as I would like another, I already have.
Well, I have one. You can have more.
See,
So-
that's how I feel with some troopers. But
Let's say the last thing I want to ask, maybe before we end the stream, is do you think that? So I guess I've had this theory. Most of like the mainline releases for the Black Series figures get either pipeline reveals or get leaked in advance, and most of the time exclusives are the ones that are like a surprise to everybody. Echo has been leaked, but hasn't been like a pipeline reveal or anything. Do you think Echo would be an exclusive?
I worry, but then my thing is that he is a main character in the show. So, in my opinion, it is completely justifiable to make Rex and Rampart exclusives to Walmart because they're not main characters. Rampart's the main protagonist, sure. You can argue- Antagonist, pardon. But Rex is a supporting character. He isn't a main character. So I feel like I totally agree with what you mean because that took me by surprise. They never pipelined Echo, but at the same time,
What he's saying, he thinks it's gonna be main release.
it's going to be a main
Yeah.
release because I also feel like Pulse doesn't tell you everything. They never posted about the Walgreens exclusive Clone Wars figures, and they never mentioned them on the live stream too. So
Yeah.
it's like it's definitely one of those moments where they just didn't read up on the script or they didn't care to ever say it, in my opinion.
I mean, Imperial Crosshair though is also, I'd say, a main character, and he's an exclusive though.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is a little crappy. I do.
But I
agree.
mean, also mainline Crosshair, I guess, got a mainline release, so I guess it's understandable that they'd make him exclusive because it's kind of just a reskin.
I guess we'll just have to see on September 8th.
Make sure to hit up both the Luke Ness Monster Channel and the 1313 podcast because I'm sure we'll both be covering news on it. So
You'll get it out first, and then
Yes.
we'll have it on we'll
Next
have it on
week.
like the week after.
Yeah.
Because that's just unless we do a special and try to get it out like that day, but we usually don't do that. We only did that for Visions just because we wanted to post something on more social media. Ahsoka is a main character and she was an exclusive, so
Yeah.
I mean, so was Anakin and Obi-Wan though.
I agree.
we can try to be optimistic, man. Come on, just let us be optimistic.
You're crushing our dreams.
Because it's probably going to be an exclusive, but if we hold it in our heart that it might be a main release, then there's a chance that I might be able to get the in-box and out-of-box Echo that I oh so very much desire in my life.
I mean, you could enter the Luke Ness Monster giveaway. I mean,
We already did.
We already did.
oh, okay, cool,
I
perfect.
need an Echo so bad, and I'm not even joking. My dad. So I got my whole set inbox and out of box, except Echo from Target, because Echo's the only figure on there that it will randomly pop up and get botted because people have bots on it.
Mhm.
And my dad got one through Zavi, and the Zavi pre-orders, as you know, got canceled. So I'm trying to fight the aftermarket, and I'm like fighting for my life. I'm not even kidding.
my life out here, man.
So I guess I want your guys' opinion. I haven't done anything like this before, but I thought maybe for the 5K giveaway, I do like a live stream Wheel of Death kind of thing, like out of the basement. Would you guys like that, or?
Would be a cool idea. I
You
like.
could do that, or you can just you can make like an Excel sheet with all of everybody's names on it that have been entered in for the giveaway. Just cut them all out so it's on individual strips of paper and just put in a big old hat.
I did that for the 100 sub giveaway, and that was a pain because there's still like 100 names I had to cut out.
Just conveniently have all the pieces of paper say 1313 podcast on it.
Don't know how that happened.
I don't know how that happened either. It just kind of happened.
I'm gonna get Echo. If I'm gonna be honest, I get a ton of money really soon from the army, so I might just say screw it and pay the 50 for the Echo. But
He's gone down in price on the aftermarket.
really, because I cannot find.
I believe you can
50.
on eBay. I saw him for like 37 the other day on eBay. Buy it now.
I might just. You're gonna make me go right back to my dorm right after this, and I'm gonna look for Echo, because that's the only clone I'm missing besides the other Phase Ones. But I'm not buying those yet until I know what's coming out for Attack of the Clones.
Mm-hmm.
Because we might just get repacks, which would be cool. But we don't know.
We do not know.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you for joining the stream. It means a lot that you guys were able to join.
Thank you so much for having us. Like, I really loved it, dude.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And we went for quite a while. We were almost going on for 2 hours.
Yeah, I know.
Almost, yeah.
Like an out of a basement stream. How long do they go for on average? Because sometimes they'll
Like
be like
5 hours, I swear.
they go for so dang long.
I watch it, but
Them boys got
Probably
a lot of
2 or 3 hours on average. It's insane. I couldn't go 3 hours on a stream.
I'll watch like because most of the time he has it, I have work, so I'll watch the first hour, and then I'll like try to watch other pieces as well when I'm done. But I do enjoy their streams.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you. Bless up, Jonathan.
Bless up, Jonathan.
Yeah, congrats again on 100 subs. That's insane.
Thank you so much, man. We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it. We probably wouldn't have gotten there like this week if it wasn't for the stream.
Yes,
So
facts.
we really, really, really appreciate it.
Of course, anytime.
And hey, invite us on whenever because we're always down.
We'll have you
It
on.
was a lot of fun. So
Yeah, we should have a chat. Maybe we could have a chat like maybe talking about the September, Pulse.
That would be
Or we can do it for PulseCon. We can do a PulseCon.
that
Have a
would be a
chat.
really good one.
that'd be cool. Yeah.
We'll talk to Tommy about it.
We'll talk to Tommy. We'll send you texts. We'll figure it out.
Yep.
So thanks again for joining, and see you guys in the next video or stream.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Bye.
Bye bye.